Mike, I think the reason we're seeing so much attention around data collaboration solutions, specifically clean rooms, is that other than a company's human capital, their employees, their people, data should be the most important asset for every company. And I think specifically, actionable data, data that informs insights and knowledge and human decision making, and increasingly actually that same data to inform system to system processing and decision making, and that's where I think we're really seeing the ability to unlock value.
Are we seeing a growing demand for this technology as Google's cookie deadline approaches quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely seeing an increase in demand as the deprecation of cookies, as really multiple identifiers. This has been talked about for a while, so it's always it seems like it's the year of, but clearly the end is in sight, and so we simply need new data collaboration solutions that can bring the data in, make sense of it, and in an era where we won't have these identifiers moving forward.
What are some of the challenges that you see when publishers or brands trying to adopt this technology?
Yeah, it's interesting, Mike, because I think probably the biggest challenge really is more around change management. I don't know exactly when it happened, but somewhere down the road, we actually had a tipping point where technology is not the barrier right now. It's really the ability for companies, both buy side, sell side, to develop these use cases and then put in the right processes and protocols to actually use the technology. So it's really much more of a change management barrier in my mind.
What is your take on the big companies like Amazon and Google maintaining and managing their own clean rooms?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, Mike, because I kind of come from the DMP days, right? The data management platform days. And what's really unique about those days from now is that we do see the walled gardens, Google, Amazon, coming into the clean room space, and that's a fantastic thing because it's really it's kind of the concept that the tide will rise all boats, and we need this interoperability, we need this distributed solutions to create value throughout the entire ecosystem.
Lastly, on LinkedIn, you were recently very outspoken about the need for more transparency among data for consumers. Why do you think it's so important?
Yeah, the reason I put out that article on LinkedIn about the importance of transparency is because I fully believe that transparency will be a competitive advantage for companies. Companies that have a transparent motion in the marketplace with consumers, customers, guests, visitors, people, right, around how they're using their data, why they're using their data, where that data is going to build trust. And we have numerous data points, right, that people buy with their hearts and they buy with brands and services that they trust.